Hello everyone, today I'm taking you on a journey into one of the greatest mysteries of all time, Atlantis. A legendary civilization described as incredibly advanced and prosperous, yet one day it vanished, swallowed by the sea. Was it real or just a myth? Let's dive into the story, the legends, and the fascinating theories surrounding it. Let's start from the beginning. Atlantis entered our imagination thanks to the Greek philosopher Plato. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written in the 4th century BC, Plato described an extraordinary civilization that existed beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis was said to be an immense island, rich in natural resources, home to a highly advanced society with an impressive military power. Plato painted a picture of Atlantis as a perfect city surrounded by concentric rings of land and water, with a grand temple dedicated to Poseidon at its center. But the people of Atlantis, blinded by arrogance and a thirst for power, angered the gods. And so, in a single day and night, Atlantis was destroyed by earthquakes and floods, sinking into the ocean forever. Since Plato first shared this story, the question has always been the same. Is Atlantis an allegorical tale or a civilization that actually existed? Opinions remain divided. Let's explore some of the most fascinating theories. The Santorini and Minoan civilization theory. This is one of the most widely accepted and scientifically supported theories. According to some archaeologists, Atlantis might have been inspired by the Minoan civilization, which flourished on the island of Crete and nearby Thera, modern-day Santorini, between 2000 and 1500 BCE. Around 3,600 years ago, a massive volcanic eruption destroyed much of Santorini, triggering tsunamis that devastated the coasts of Crete. This catastrophic event marked the decline of the Minoan civilization. The Minoans were highly advanced in architecture, agriculture, and trade. Their cities boasted sophisticated irrigation systems and magnificent palaces, resembling Plato's depiction of Atlantis as a technological paradise. Despite the similarities, Plato places Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Hercules, while Santorini is in the Aegean Sea, not the Atlantic Ocean. Antarctica as Atlantis. This theory, proposed by Professor Charles Hapgood and supported by ancient maps like the Piri Reis map, suggests that Atlantis was actually a continent located at the South Pole. According to Hapgood, around 12,000 years ago, a rapid shift in the Earth's crust caused Atlantis to move to its current location at the South Pole, where it became buried under kilometers of ice. Ancient maps, such as the Piri Reis map, appear to depict Antarctica without ice, hinting that advanced civilizations might have had detailed geographical knowledge long before modern history acknowledges. While intriguing, this theory is highly speculative and lacks solid scientific support such as geological or archaeological evidence. Atlantis in the Atlantic or the Caribbean. Plato described Atlantis as being located in the Atlantic Ocean, beyond the Pillars of Hercules. This idea has led many researchers to search for Atlantis in the depths of the Atlantic or the Caribbean. The Bimini Road, a set of underwater formations near the Bahamas, has been interpreted by some as the remains of Atlantis. These formations resemble man-made structures such as roads or walls, leading to speculation that they could be remnants of a lost civilization. However, many geologists argue that the Bimini Road is a natural geological formation. The Azores Islands have also been proposed as the peaks of a submerged continent in the Atlantic. Supporters suggest that Atlantis could have existed in this region, but so far no definitive evidence has been uncovered to confirm this theory. Despite the fascination with these locations, there is no concrete evidence of an advanced civilization submerged in these areas. Most of the claims remain speculative and unverified. Atlantis as a metaphor. Many scholars believe that Atlantis never actually existed and that Plato used it as a metaphor to illustrate the moral and political decline of a society. Plato may have crafted the story of Atlantis as a cautionary tale about the dangers of arrogance, greed, and corruption. The civilization's downfall caused by divine punishment serves as a warning against the excesses of power and hubris. Even if it was invented, the story of Atlantis might have been influenced by real events such as the catastrophic eruption of Santorini or other ancient natural disasters. These events could have shaped Plato's vision of a once great civilization meeting a sudden tragic end. While this theory is compelling, it struggles to explain the detailed geographic and technological descriptions provided by Plato. These specifics, such as the concentric rings and advanced infrastructure, seem too intricate to be purely allegorical. Atlantis as a lost Mediterranean civilization. Another theory suggests that Atlantis was a lost Mediterranean civilization distinct from the ones we know today. Some scholars believe that Atlantis could coincide with Tartessos, an ancient civilization located in present-day southern Spain. Known for its wealth and trade, Tartessos mysteriously disappeared from history. Its strategic location and rich natural resources align with Plato's description of Atlantis as a powerful and prosperous society. The megalithic structures on Malta, some dating back more than 5,000 years, have led to speculation that the island could have been part of Atlantis. These structures demonstrate advanced engineering skills for their time and may hint at an earlier, sophisticated culture. While these civilizations were advanced for their time, they do not match the technological complexity described by Plato, such as the intricate canal systems and concentric city layout. Atlantis as a global advanced civilization. More speculative theories propose that Atlantis was not a single city, but a global advanced civilization capable of travel and trade on a massive scale. Some theories suggest that Atlantis had links to ancient Egypt, with its knowledge preserved through Egyptian tradition. According to these interpretations, monuments like the Great Sphinx and the pyramids might have been influenced by Atlantean technology or built by Atlantean refugees. Atlantis is often associated with lost technologies, including the use of orichalcum, a legendary metal described by Plato. This suggests that Atlantis may have been far more technologically advanced than other ancient cultures, possibly utilizing tools and methods that remain unknown to us today. These ideas lack archaeological evidence, and the concept of a global civilization in ancient times is highly speculative. While intriguing, the absence of concrete proof makes these theories more a product of imagination than historical fact. Archaeological evidence supporting the theories about Atlantis varies significantly in reliability and interpretation. Although there is no definitive proof confirming the existence of Atlantis as described by Plato, several archaeological discoveries and mysterious structures are often associated with the various theories. Here's a detailed look. Santorini and the Minoan civilization, excavations at Akrotiri, Santorini, an ancient Minoan city buried under volcanic ash approximately 3,600 years ago, reveal an advanced civilization with multi-story buildings, elaborate frescoes and hydraulic systems. These characteristics align with Plato's description of Atlantis as a technologically advanced society. Key evidence. The destruction of Thera by a volcanic eruption and the resulting tsunami could have inspired Plato's tale of a civilization destroyed in a single day and night. Antarctica as Atlantis. The Piri race map, created by Ottoman cartographers in 1513, depicts Antarctica in detail, seemingly without ice. This suggests that an advanced civilization may have had geographical knowledge predating the modern discovery of Antarctica. However, interpretations of these maps remain controversial. Key evidence. No archaeological structures have been discovered in Antarctica due to the challenges of exploring beneath the ice. Atlantis in the Atlantic or the Caribbean. A submerged structure composed of rectangular stone slabs near the Bahamas, often cited as potential evidence of Atlantis, is known as Bimini Road. Some believe these formations are man-made and part of a road or wall. Key evidence. Most geologists argue that Bimini Road is a natural formation, but the debate remains open. The Azores submerged structures near the Azores Islands have fueled the idea that these islands could be the remnants of Atlantis's mountain peaks. However, there is no conclusive evidence of a submerged advanced civilization. Malta and Mediterranean civilizations. Malta is home to some of the world's oldest megalithic temples, dating back over 5,000 years. These structures demonstrate advanced engineering and might have been part of an earlier, sophisticated culture. Key evidence. While not directly linked to Atlantis, their age and complexity fuel speculation. Tartessos, Spain. Remains of the Tartessos civilization, located in the Guadalquivir region of Spain, reveal a wealthy and advanced culture known for metal trade. Some associate Tartessos with Atlantis due to its geographic location and mysterious decline. Key evidence. The identity and origins of Tartessos remain uncertain, making it a potential inspiration for Atlantis and underwater discoveries worldwide. A submerged structure near Yonaguni Island in Japan features terraces and steps that appear man-made. Though located in Asia and not the Atlantic, some cite it as evidence of ancient advanced civilizations. Key evidence. Many archaeologists believe Yonaguni is a natural formation, but others suggest human intervention. Submerged ruins of cities discovered in the Gulf of Cambay, India, dating back over 9,000 years, indicate the existence of lost civilizations. While not directly connected to Atlantis, they show that advanced societies could have been destroyed by rising sea levels. Connections with known civilizations. Plato claimed that the story of Atlantis came from the ancient Egyptians. Texts like the Palermo stone mention great natural catastrophes, and archaeological discoveries such as submerged sphinxes in Alexandria have led to speculation that Egyptians might have preserved knowledge of Atlantis. Key evidence. No direct proof exists, but oral transmission of myths may have influenced Plato's narrative. The story of Atlantis has not been without its skeptics. Many historians argue that there is no solid evidence to prove the existence of Atlantis. They suggest that Plato might have drawn inspiration from real events such as the eruption of Santorini or the collapse of the Minoan civilization. Others believe that Plato simply crafted the tale as a moral lesson, a warning against corruption and the dangers of unchecked power and ambition. Whether Atlantis ever existed or not, one thing is certain. Its myth continues to captivate and inspire us. It's a story of greatness and downfall, wonder and mystery. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Atlantis was a real civilization or just a legendary myth? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to follow me for more mysteries to uncover together. See you next time.